The single biggest mistake that new entrepreneurs make, from my perspective, is really about hesitation in bringing the product to market. And this can be from thinking, frankly, too far out. What happens after I launch it and X, Y, or Z happens? This can be around fear of someone stealing your product idea, and therefore you don't want to just throw up a website and throw the product up until you have it completely defensible and completely thought out. This can be just frankly fear of failing is a huge one that we all have. So there's lots of reasons, but ultimately you've never heard of a successful product or website that didn't see the light of day. So clearly the one just pure fact is you've got to get it up, you've got to let it see the light of day, you've got to let users interact with it if it's going to have a chance to succeed. So first and foremost, that's the biggest mistake, is just for all the reasons mentioned, people just not wanting to get it up and to get it running. And just a couple things to keep in mind. Most great ideas don't start with money, especially in 2012. Things are able to start at literally pennies on the dollar of what they used to, both due to technology costs, both due to the fact that the internet is such an incredible two-way communication, both due to the fact now with the virality of the internet, that things that are working, that products that are naturally successful and beneficial for the consumer will spread on their own. You don't need a multi-million-dollar marketing budget. You don't need a multi-million-dollar brand budget. If your idea is good and the product is good, the rest will take care of itself. The final tip on that, again, is also to focus on the immediate future. I think it's a very common thing when someone's coming out of the gate to worry too much about down the road, how am I going to scale this thing? How am I going to finance this? How am I going to hire enough people? Whatever the bucket may be, if it's not in your immediate between here and the next 90 days, as in how do I get this to market? How do I get this in front of users and in front of the public in general, it shouldn't be your focus. The rest, it's fine to think about sort of steps D, E, and F, but not to the extent that that's actually keeping you from launching your idea. So that's a quick wrap up of the mistakes that I see entrepreneurs making that keep them from launching their idea. The great news is if you can avoid these fairly simple mistakes, you can get your product out there, and again, based on the quality of the idea and the quality of the end product, I know you'll be successful.